Good morning, everyone. This is Pastor Brad with Pastor Brad at Dallas First Assembly of God in Dallas, Georgia with BBBBB, Brother Brad's Best Bible Basics. Well, today we're going to talk about the Bible. That's certainly very basic. And last week I talked about prayer. These are just basic things on BBBBB. We're not going to get too deep into anything, but we're going to talk about some of the basics because if we don't get the basics, we're not going to get it. I know a lot of people love to study deep into the Word of God, and we should. I do. I love to. It's great. But always remember the basics of our Christianity. And that's the kind of things we're going to talk about here on Brother Brad's Best Bible Basics. So today we're talking about the Bible. The Bible is essential for you in your Christian life, in your walk with God. It's amazing. The Bible is amazing that we have the Bible as it is today. And it was certainly directed by God from the beginning when the writers wrote it down, the people that gathered together and prayed and sought the Lord to put it all together. And then over the centuries of time, people that have tried to destroy the Bible and get rid of it and do away with it. Even some worldwide religions don't want their people reading the Bible. Well, the Bible is incredible, and God has preserved it tremendously for us today, and we are so blessed compared to people before us. I've got many versions of the Bible on my phone. I'm sitting here with a computer, a computer and an iPad, and all of them have the Bible. You can find out anything you want to about the Bible, and the Bible is exciting. It's awesome. But what I want to tell you is this: you need the Bible. You and I need to read the Bible. People say, well, I don't understand it. God will help you to understand it. And if you don't understand something, just keep going. There's a lot of simple things all through the Bible. It's really not that complicated. I know there's parts of it that are hard to understand. There's some of it that I don't know. Not so much understand, but wonder, why did this happen? Why did a prophet have to lay on his side for a year or more? I don't know. Where did Adam and Eve's children get their spouses? I don't know, but they got them. If they didn't, we wouldn't be here today. Now, you've got your ideas about all those things, and I know there's a lot of things, but, the Bible is like food for our soul. If you quit eating, it may take about 30 to 45 days, but you're going to die. Did you know that? If you quit putting food in your mouth, chewing it up and swallowing it, you will die probably 60 days at the most, and it will not be enjoyable. First of all, it won't be enjoyable to go that long without food. But food is very important for the human body, and food is very important for our spiritual life. And that's why a lot of people don't make it with Christ, because they don't get into the Bible and read and study and just be nourished by the Word of God. And the Bible is the best vitamins for the soul that you can get. We have a lot of food in America. We don't go without food. I can't remember the last time that I went a long period of time without eating. And food is everywhere. I've got my Quick Trip right here. I've got my water cup right here. My office is only about 20 steps from the kitchen. There's always something in there. But food is very important, and it's important that we get the right food. I love sugar. Man, I have sugar. It's so good. It's just really, really good. And that's why I stopped and got a Quick Trip this morning. But pray for me. I need to be delivered from these French vanillas. I was for a while, but I just I fell off the wagon. Is that what it's called? Fall off the wagon? Get on the wagon? Anyway, it's incredible. Sugar is wonderful, but you know what? It's not good for the body. I know it's not, but it sure is good for the mouth. We live in a world where we've got so much. We've got the Wendy's Frosty. We got Dairy Queen Blizzards. We got everywhere you go, they got some kind of, and that's the kind of sugar I like. I like something creamy and smooth and cold. But anyway, let me get back to this. The Bible. The Bible is so important, and it's an amazing book. Did you know some things about the Bible? The Bible tells us the man that lived the longest, his name was Methuselah. Do you know how long he lived? He lived 969 years. That's a long, long time. Let me tell you something else. Another place in the Bible God destroyed an army of 185,000 people were destroyed in one night. That's found in the book of Isaiah 37. Even though Hezekiah's army was not very strong, God helped them, and He'll help you when we fight armies. Did you know that John the Baptist and Jesus were cousins? I know a lot of you knew that, but maybe some people did not know that. There was a place in the Bible where the sun moved backwards. That's right. Another different place in the Bible where the sun stood still. And here's a good one. There's a place in the Bible where a donkey speaks to a man. I wish you could see the funny picture that I'm looking at here on my computer of this donkey. This isn't the one that spoke to the man, but a donkey. You know, the amazing part about that story is not that the donkey spoke to a man, but the man talked back to the donkey. Amazing things in the Bible. There's another place where God answered a dying man's prayer, Hezekiah. He was going to die, and he tearfully prayed to God, and God added 15 years to his life. There's something a lot of people don't know today, and that rainbows are a sign from God. You know what the world says a rainbow represents now, but that's not it at all. A rainbow is a sign from God that God would never flood the earth again, that He would not destroy the human race with a flood. That's what a rainbow means. So there was a man in the Bible that was so big his bed had to be 13 feet long. Wow. Then there's another place in the Bible where a man outran a chariot. You know who that man was? That man was Elijah. So, of course, I'm looking at some things here online, but what I want to tell you is that the Bible is very important to your life. And I would say keep it simple. If you're not used to reading the Bible every day or very often, you know, I would recommend starting in the book of Matthew, maybe the Gospel of John. I love to read the writings of Paul, all of them, every one of them. They're not very long. Most of his books, well, maybe not 1 Corinthians, maybe not. Most of them are short. Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians. And if you're not used to reading the Bible, I would recommend taking one of the books of Paul, maybe Philippians, and just read through it. And then maybe for a week, maybe for a month, just read through the book of Philippians over and over again, and you'll find some wonderful things. But whatever your plan is, you know, there's some good plans on the Bible app. If you'll go to your, on your phone, just go to the App Store, whatever that might be, Google, iPhone, whatever it is, and find the Bible app. And it has Bible reading plans right there. But the main thing is, just like anything, there's a lot of wonderful things that we can do that can change our lives. Did you know that? But the key word is do. We've got to do them. You know, I believe it or not, I like to exercise, and this year I've been doing a lot of bike riding. Lately I've decided to start walking, and so I'm walking right now instead of riding the bike, and it helps me tremendously. But it doesn't help me just to think about it. It doesn't help me just to know about it. It doesn't help me just to own a bike. I have to do it. And that's the way it is with the Bible. We've got to get into the Bible, read it, think about it, meditate on it, and it's a wonderful, amazing, miraculous book, and it will feed your soul. Now, every time you read the Bible, it doesn't mean like, wow, fireworks are going to go off in your mind or in your heart. Maybe they will sometimes. I feel like they're going off when I'm reading the Bible sometimes, but sometimes it just seems so normal. But every time you read the Bible, something supernatural is happening in your life. So I want to encourage you today with one of Brother Brad's best Bible basics, or better said, one of God's best Bible basics, and that's to make the Bible a priority in your life. Don't say you don't have time, because I know you do. If you play video games, if you watch TV, if you have any time, downtime from work or family, you got time. We all have time. It's just sometimes we have to think, well, do I really want to read the Bible? Just go ahead and do it with it. No matter what you feel like, no matter what you want to do, make the Bible a priority in your life. It will change your life. It really will. So, as I conclude today, I want to encourage you. The Bible, the Bible, that's the book for me. And I hope it'll be the book for you. I love you. We give God all the praise and the glory. And join me next Friday at 11 a.m. for Brother Brad's Best Bible Basics.